Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Rio of Rio Be Reselling. I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to talk about listing our first item. This is a Coach watch, Apple Watch band that I got at a yard sale. I only got it for $5, but they were comping pretty well. So first things first, I'm going to go to my app. I am going to now search for similar items that are close to the item that I purchased. This is the same way with any other item that you have. You always want to search and see if there are similar items that are listed. That way you can use a copy of their item and the details, right? But you'll see me as I walk through it. This is a Coach Apple Watch stainless steel band. The prices are kind of all over the place, but I found one that's similar here, so I'm going to go to it. I'm going to make sure I look down in the details and see that they have information filled out about this item, because that is important, because the more details in eBay, it just works better that way. So I'm going to go to the listing summary, and what that does, that copies over a lot of the information. So first things first, I'm going to upload all of my photos that I have saved in my phone. Once those are updated, it's going to go through. I'm going to figure out which one of these photos are best for the profile picture. I started to try to figure out how to best show it when I was here. I was like, I don't know if I should do this. And it kind of has the box next to it with the item number. Then there was one around somebody's wrist, but then you got to think about so many other things. But as you work through your process, you'll figure out what's the best way for your item to display. You'll see it says main on it, and that says the main picture. So when it comes to the title, this is me kind of restructuring what I want my item to say. I spelled still wrong, and of course I went back in there and fixed that. And then I realized, wait, stainless steel is already in the title, I think. So I ended up deleting that. And then I just pretty much structured the title by all searchable items and how it would come up in a Google search when someone is looking for it. It is not new, so I had to get that out of there. This is a used Apple Watch band, and it's only 3840 millimeter, which is what was on the box. It is a women's, so I want to make sure that I do that. And I had the extra links also, so I just wanted to make sure, not extra kinks, but extra links. And then I finished the title with the item number. And then I think I tried to just figure out a way for it to fit all in the title. So this is how my title, my photos, I think I ended up thinking about it. So I ended up swapping the main photo a little later. So I go down my category, which is already listed. It's in jewelry, watches. That's where I want it to be. I have a store, so under store category, I was able to choose women's. Now, under the condition, I chose pre-owned because it is pre-owned. And then I go down to my item specifics. A lot of the item specifics, the brand is Coach. The compatible brand is Apple Coach. I got the rose gold out of there. This is not a rose gold watch. I wanted to make sure I put in stainless steel just as like a keyword, so when they do the Google search, it'll pull up. What else? And then we go down to material, which is stainless steel. The bandwidth, which is 20 millimeter. That's most women Apple Watches. The band type, the two-piece strap, which it is. It is not a two-piece. It's actually one piece. So I think I ended up changing the band type, if I'm not mistaken. This is, yep, I ended up changing the band to a one piece, not necessarily a strap. I may go back in there and do the wraparound strap. It's kind of confusing because it is stainless steel. It is one piece and it does wrap around your wrist. So, okay, it looks like I chose the wraparound strap. The theme, I just chose luxury. The model is, I made sure the model number is correct. And then just keep on scrolling. The department, women's, made in China. If you know the year manufactured, that is fine. And then the UPC is on the box. So then those are your item specifics. Down to description. Description is where you're going to explain what the item is. And normally I just click on the AI to do all of the work. It just pulls in all the details you did for you above, and it creates your summary or item description. Now you want to double check it, read it over, make sure it's correct, because sometimes I have found wrong items in there. Now when it comes to pricing, it says medium pricing was $80. I looked at a few, and it seems like that medium pricing is $80. Now this one is used, the one that I have. Of course, now remember, I only spent $5, so I don't want to get crazy with the price because I do want it to sell. So I think I ended up going with a price of $69.99. And I also, on my offers, I do allow offers, but I do have a minimum amount in there, even though sometimes eBay still let people offer lower amounts, but we're not going to talk about that in this video. So I think I really only needed $45. I was happy with that because I only spent $5 on it. So once my price is right, I got my shipping together. I kind of generalized what the shipping would be. For something like this, you still have to put it in a box so it's not ruptured or crushed or anything. So I kind of took an idea on the weight and the measurements there, and then I was okay with that. And then as you go down, it just says that I allow shipping globally for international, so that works for me. I must have realized something about I was worried about the box that it was already in and the height of it. So I wanted to change that. I think that's what was happening here. I wanted to rethink about the dimensions of the package. When you're listing quickly, sometimes you don't have all the measurements up front. In this case, I was just doing it for the video, so I did not have all of the measurements. It didn't really affect the shipping cost, so I was okay with that. So I went down all my payment preferences. All this stuff is preset. You preset this. I have payments on offer selected. That way people have to pay me if they send an offer. Same thing with returns. I do allow returns within 30 days, but they are not free returns, so the buyer does have to pay. That's a preference now. That's what I do. Now, to promote the listings, I do promote all of my listings. I don't go by their suggested rate. I do a flat 3% on all items. 3% I can handle. That's totally fine with me. The suggested rate is what eBay suggests, but that just takes more and more money away from you. And then boom, I think I'm ready. I'm listing my item, and here it is. It is, as my Wi-Fi sucks, and eventually post my item. So it looks like I know I went back in there and changed my main photo, but we're here. We're done. We've listed our first item. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on more videos like this. I promise you, you won't be sorry. Thank you for your support. If you need any more, let me know.